everybody. Welcome to Streaming Rainbow 2026. We are kicking things off here today with a GM full table in a GM-less game that is the first of 5 one-shots that we're going to be playing together throughout January and the beginning of February of 2026. First up is For the Queen, which is what we will be playing today, by Alex Roberts, published by Darrington Press. It is a really lovely, highly influential, and easy to pick up game that we're hoping we can inspire folks to pick up if they haven't picked up the game before, or go back to if it's been a while and watching us play is giving you FOMO or making you feel nostalgic for playing it. Without further ado, I'm Danny R Mendoza, he, him. I am your guide for this evening for the beginning and end, after which or in between which I will be a player at the table alongside these fine folks. I'd like to kick it to them. Sarah, could you start us off?
Hi, I'm Serafina Smith, and I am happy to be here. Oh gosh, I don't have anything more prepared than that. It's great to be here, everybody.
Yeah, there's not much more to say in this situation because we don't even know who we're playing yet. We're going to find that out in a moment. Thank you, Sarah. Bastion?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Bastion. You can find me in my favorite social medias in the Discord in the description of this video. And that's all you need to know about me.
Hey, guys.
Eli?
It's me, Eli. You can find me also in the Discord in the description, but sometimes you can find me on Twitch in hell. So welcome to Streaming Rainbow, guys. And then dropping it to Courtney.
Hi, I'm Courtney. It's very fun to be here in this just everyday attire, and I'm really excited to play this game.
Yeah. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, you might notice that this is not our everyday wear. I mean, it might be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
We know enough about Courtney to know this is her everyday wear.
Day to day. Yes. This is just, we woke up like this. We are going to be, we've pre-selected our queen. So for those who don't know, there are 25 queen cards in the game. We're going to go through the rules of the game together, the way that the game directs us to, which is one card at a time, one person at a time. It says going clockwise. Clockwise for us is going to be the same order you just saw us going. You will see in those instructions that there is a place to pick the queen. We have pre-selected our queen for today so that we could show up properly attired to be in her retinue. And that queen is the queen that you would be able to see on the VTT playmat from Roll20 that we are using to play this game virtually. That is the Dream Queen. So we are the Dream Queen's retinue. The way that this game works, we have no idea anything else about the Dream Queen or about ourselves. We are going to discover that and build that together in play. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the rules. I'm going to put the first rule card up. And as soon as I have done that, Sarah, if you don't mind kicking us off.
Go around the table clockwise, taking turns reading these cards aloud.
Bastion?
The land has been in turmoil for as long as any of you have been alive.
Eli?
I muted myself because I'm a professional, apparently. The Queen has decided to undertake a long and perilous journey to broker an alliance with a distant power.
The Queen has chosen all of you and no one else to be her retinue and accompany her on this journey.
She chose you because she knows that you love her.
Wait, is the Queen in a poly relationship with all of us?
She
Yay!
might be. Yeah.
You are welcome to look through the illustrated cards for inspiration. If there is one that the players are drawn to, display it on the table to represent your queen, as we have.
As we have.
Find the card that reads, "The queen is under attack. Do you defend her?" and remove it from the question card deck. Then shuffle the remaining question cards and place them face down in the center of the table.
That is how it would be done in an in-person game. The VTT should be able to do that for us. Eli?
Place the card that reads, "The queen is under attack. Do you defend her?" randomly into the middle of the question card deck for a game that lasts about an hour, or into the bottom third of the deck for a game that lasts about 2 hours. Now, we talk a lot, so God only knows.
That's super fair. When you have read the rules cards, take turns drawing question cards and reading them aloud. Interpret your card and answer it however you wish.
Other players may ask you questions or make suggestions on your turn, but whether you answer those questions or include those suggestions is entirely up to you.
Place the X card somewhere everyone can easily reach it.
If you encounter a question or an answer that you don't want to be included in the game, tap the X card. That content is removed from the game.
If you draw a card that is removed this way by yourself or someone else, simply draw another card and continue your turn as usual.
You can also choose not to take a turn on any round. To do so, say pass. The next player can answer the question you drew or draw a new one as they prefer.
Continue answering question cards until the queen is under attack card is drawn.
Each player should answer that question in turn. Then the game is over.
Whoever wants to can draw the first question card.
All right. So I'm going to recall these. I am shuffling the question deck. And it is up to us as a group. So who would like to go first?
Pick me. Pick me. Ooh, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Bastion.
Go for it. That sounds great. All right. First card up.
Who is this distant power you are traveling to, and why do they make you uneasy? So our queen is the queen of dreams, is her name and her domain. That's the extent of what we know about her, aside from her beautiful visual here. I think the power that we're traveling to is the Queen of Nightmares. I think the Queen of Nightmares makes me uneasy because I think that the Queen of Nightmares is very eerily like my queen. Very similar in a lot of ways, but everything I've heard about her is horrible, awful, evil, the way that she terrorizes lands and people and things like that. So this feels like a fool's errand to me. This feels like we're marching into defeat in some stupid last-ditch effort to do something.
Love it. All right, now we go in clockwise order. So Eli, you'll be up next.
What do you do for the queen that anyone else could, and why does she make you do it? The Queen of Dreams. The Queen of Dreams makes me open things, which anyone could do, but I've got horns. So she finds it really amusing. I'm kind of a jester about it, and I juggle them. So anything that gets opened, like I'll grab, like she'll say, give me this parchment, and I'll take it and go, "Yes, my queen," and then hand it over. So really, I just do it with a lot of flair. She likes my flair and my horns.
I love that. That's beautiful. All right, I'm up next. The queen is responsible for the death of someone you loved. Who? What happened? The queen killed my progenitor which is the appropriate term from where I come, which is the land of nightmare. And my progenitor was killed by being transformed by the Queen of Dreams from a nightmare into a dream. From the perspective of the Queen of Dreams, as she has shared it with me since, this was an awakening, not a death, but I grieved it as a death before my time in her retinue. Courtney?
How can people tell just by looking at you that you serve the Queen? Do you mind it being so obvious? The Queen has marked me. On my face, there are starlight freckles that are there, but deep, dark gashes from what used to be my face of a sea nymph and is now one that suits her. Someone of dream and of night. And I think publicly I am happy as can be, but it breaks my heart.
Sir?
The journey isn't just about diplomatic negotiations. What else do you suspect is going on, and why? I suspect that the Queen of Dream and the Queen of Nightmare have a relationship that they do not talk about and that we do not know about, and that there is something going on behind the scenes in their personal relationship that is prompting this political move.
I love that. All right. Bastion?
What brings out the Queen's cruelty? I think... I think the Queen of Dreams thrives in a sort of chaos, right? And I think there's a redundancy that, or stagnation, that can bring out that cruelty in her. I think that as part of her entourage, something that I try to do is bring like whimsy, new things, novelty as much as I can, because that is what delights the Queen. And as soon as there's any sort of routine or hint at like that sort of stagnation or things being set in stone, I think that's when she lashes out. And I think it plays itself out between dreams and nightmares of the idea of recurring nightmares, but there aren't so many recurring dreams, right?
I love that. Eli?
What is the most difficult part of this journey? What makes you so adept at overcoming it? The journey into nightmares is one of chaos, as Bastion had alluded to. Chaos is both the domain of dream and nightmare. It's one thing they have in common. So we're all kind of used to that. We're all used to the chaotic nature and how things go. Suddenly the landscape changes, or we're turned in a different direction, or things like that. We think we were going left, but in fact we're going up. It's all kinds of different things. But what makes it difficult is the further we get, the lurking terror that follows us. The nightmares that creep in, and the doubt, and the sharp things that stick you, and the tree branches that suddenly grab you, and it's no longer fun. It's no longer play. It is survival.
I love that.
But it is chaos.
Yeah. All right. When did you know you would never forgive the Queen? I knew that I would never forgive the Queen when she refused me the same the same. Let me do it again. When did you know you would never forgive the Queen? I knew I would never forgive the Queen when she refused me the same transformation that she gave to my progenitor, stating that I was not ready in a way that I didn't believe. So I ended up suspecting that either she wanted to spare me the death that she claims did not occur, or that she is attempting to deny me the ascendance that she says was such a gift to my progenitor. Either way, it caused me not only to choose to not trust her anymore, but to realize that I could never forgive her.
You're being set against the Queen by these cards.
I know it does that. It's really it's
What a
incredible.
vibe.
Courtney.
Other than the Queen, there is someone else in this retinue that you love. Why are you keeping it a secret? I'm keeping it a secret because my face is no longer mine. And I don't feel like I can be loved for who I am if I cannot be seen for being who I am.
That's beautiful. You're breaking my heart, Courtney.
Cry. Courtney is gonna cry.
Yeah, y'all make me cry.
Courtney's gonna make us cry.
Makeup's gonna start running. It's gonna be a
It's
whole
gonna be
mess.
blue tears.
The further we
Sarah.
get into Nightmare, the more drippy our makeup. It's great.
Yeah.
It fits.
When was the last time the Queen hurt you? The last time the Queen hurt me was the last time that I tried to find identity for myself. It's something that calls to me, but it's forbidden. I tried to make myself into something firm, something real, and she tore it apart. She tore the foundations of an identity that I called my own for mere minutes, tore it away from me. And the pain was something that I can't describe because it hurt in a way I had never been hurt before. That loss.
She's sounding like a peach, y'all. Bastion.
Ooh. You saw the Queen do something terrible. Did you come to respect her more or less afterwards? Now, it doesn't ask what the terrible thing was, so I think I want to leave that ambiguous, but I think I came to respect her more. I think I am very much born and bred in the land of dreams and thrive in this sort of chaos and inconsistency, this like formlessness that we have here. And I think I had begun to suspect somewhere in my heart that perhaps the Queen had too much whimsy, too much formlessness, didn't have the ability to actually lead or to deal with threats, and that should something threaten our land, like the only thing that we have is our natural defenses of how hard it is to traverse this area. But I wasn't sure that my Queen had the guts, really, the ability, what she needed to make hard decisions and to truly defend our land from evil. And in that moment, she proved that she could do whatever necessary to protect her land and her people.
Love that. All right. Eli?
If you left or were dismissed from the Queen's service, what life would you return to? I think I live on the borderlands. I am from the borderlands between dream and nightmare,
Mm.
which is why this journey is a little bit less strenuous for me. So I think I'd return there and maybe dip my toes in some mischief.
I mean, that's only fitting, right? All right. You arranged for the queen to be ambushed on this journey. What did they offer you? They didn't have to offer me anything.
Oh,
God, this deck is out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah.
Being read by
It's
a deck.
Red to filth.
Yeah.
What do you do that disappoints the queen on this journey? I think what disappoints the queen most is that she does not hold my attention completely. I can't help but have my eye wander. I seek the visions of what's beyond our carriage, and I think of it longingly in an adventure that I will never have for myself, but I still dream of it on my own. And that is not a dream that she will ever be a part of, because it is a dream without her. And I think she sees that in my face that she gave me, and it makes her furious.
That is so fucking good. Sir?
the queen trusts you, but no one else in the royal court does. Why? I think it's because the queen knows that she has me trapped. No one else has been given the gift of knowing where I come from, why I'm here, what I am. But the queen, because she has me in her clutches, because she has me over a barrel, she knows that I'm safe. Maybe she doesn't trust me as such. Maybe not. Maybe the word trust is too much, but she knows that she's doesn't have to worry about me.
Love that.
When was the last time the queen was gentle with me? I feel like the queen was gentle with me quite recently. I think as we've gotten to the nightmare lands and have perhaps even journeyed into them or gotten deeper and things have gotten more frightful, I think as I was scared and unsure, she granted me the gift of a dream, of distraction, a taste of home and safety and the things that we were hopefully securing on this journey, and gave me essentially a restful sleep, which I had not had in quite some time.
It's lovely.
In your eyes, what makes the queen beautiful? I think it's how awe-inspiring they are in the true sense of the word. How terrifying and beautiful and wonderful and all-encompassing our queen is. And how I can see the flickers of that borderland along the edges of her face sometimes.
Nice. The queen has a pet name for you. Do you appreciate it?
Judas.
I do not. I do not appreciate her pet name for me. I'm so don't appreciate her pet name for me that I'm not going to repeat it because I find it patronizing.
Fair.
The queen once expressed a desire you knew you couldn't fulfill. What have you done about it? I lied. She asked for something that I could not do, not in strength, not in wit, not in courage. But I told her that it was done. And I hope she never finds out.
The queen knows something about you that no one else does. What is it? Oh, the queen knows everything about me from the moment of my birth to the moment of my death. Because the queen has control over every moment of that. And I won't say she holds it over my head, but it's always there. She doesn't give the information to anyone else. It's like I'm a pet. Her own special thing that she keeps private.
Feels bad to be in her menagerie, right?
Yell, hey guys, tarot is dead. 2026 is now for the queen.
All right. You had a vivid dream about the queen. What about it surprised you? I feel like I have a lot of vivid dreams about the queen, given that she is the queen of dreams. I am in her domain. I'm there, like, nearby with her frequently.
Hot.
But I think shortly before leaving, I had a dream, and one of my dreams of the queen, and what surprised me about it was that there was a cruelty about it. It's not like I haven't seen her cruelty or seen her lash out against things that are not dreamlike, though I may turn a blind eye as much as I can. I think seeing it laid out so brutally honest, almost as though it were a nightmare in front of me rather than a dream, was a surprise and shook a lot of my core beliefs that even so deep in this land of dreams that there could be a nightmare and that a nightmare could feel so much like a dream.
I love that. I love the questions that beg, right?
Oh yeah, I gotta talk. I was too hypnotized by Bastion talking. You sometimes think you might be the queen's favorite. Why? And why does this worry you? I think the queen likes my cruelty in that like funny bully kind of way that in any other context truly isn't funny at all, but you know, like really yeah, it's like the mean girls bullshit. But that worries me. I don't want to be the favorite because favorites fall.
Mm.
And falling is sometimes worse than dying. So, yeah, I don't like it.
Dang.
The Queen of Dreams definitely has worse things than death available, right? Sorry. Fighting off that cold. I need 2 seconds if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this.
Dude, you're
This
actually
queen.
sounding really good considering how sad you sounded yesterday.
Thank you. No, I'm feeling better for the most part. All right. What specific restraints has the queen placed on you that don't apply to anyone else? Let me think about this for a second. I am not allowed to dream. I live in the dreaming. I serve her. I'm with her anytime she wants me to be. The only time that I'm excluded is when I am excluded, right? Otherwise, I am not allowed to rest. I am not allowed to sleep. And I am not trusted with a dream. Although she tells me when I speak to her of it that it is the dream that cannot be trusted with me.
When was the last time you had the Queen's undivided attention? And do you hope to have it again? The last time I had the Queen's undivided attention is when she made me into the image that she wanted to see. She took her paints and her carving tools and attended to the canvas that I was. And it felt like love in that moment. And if I hope to have it again, I think I would have lost myself truly. So no, I do not want it. I want to hold on to everything that I am, that is left. And I hope she forgets me.
Why are some others at the royal court jealous of your relationship with the queen? Being owned by the queen makes it seem as though there is intimacy when there is not. Or to be more specific, the intimacy goes only in one direction. I get nothing. She gets everything. But that is hard to believe when you're courting favor and you're courting power. It's hard to believe that the one who seems closest does not have what you want. But in truth, there is nothing for them to gain from me, because I have no freedom, and I never will.
The Queen ordered you to do something you knew you would regret. Have you forgiven yourself for doing it? Hmm. I know the answer. And the answer is absolutely yes, I have forgiven myself. That there is no piece of myself I would not turn over or twist or cut open for my queen. She has all of me. And if she says it must be done, then it must be done. And her reasons are her own. I do not need to know those reasons. And though I feel guilt and regret, I am comfortable and happy in the knowledge that my queen knows best. And as long as my queen has forgiven me, it's very easy for me to forgive myself.
The queen is under attack. Do you defend her? No. I do not. I act like I will. And then I scamper.
The queen is under attack. Do you defend her? No. She's under attack from me. And as I enter the dream that I am not allowed access to, seeking my own end or ascendance, I know not which before it happens, I do all I can to take her with me. So if we die together. If we're unmade together. If we ascend together. But she has nothing to fear if what she did to my progenitor is, as she claimed, a gift. And if she lied, then she deserved it.
I'm torn. A part of me wants to help her. But the part that has been able to dream my own dreams on this journey whispers in my own ear and tells me to turn away. I do not defend the queen, and I think I watch.
Queen is under attack. Do you defend her? In every moment of this attack, I am hoping that she will be extinguished, that she will cease her reign, her dominion, that I will be free at last. But I am not free. And so with everything I am, with all of the eldritch powers at my command, I must defend the Queen.
The Queen is under attack. Do you defend her? To my dying breath, before my Queen, I was nothing. All of my dreams are hers. She took her paint and her carving tools and tended to the canvas that is me and turned me into something. And it was love. And that love I will defend until it is extinguished.
Thank you all. That is the end of the game. This was really lovely. I'm very grateful to have gotten to play it with all of you. And for all of you watching at home. If you would like to play, there are many more prompts that we haven't gone over yet. And even the ones that you are now privy to having watched this will, I can say from personal experience, find ways to surprise you every time. Part of the genius of what Alex Roberts did in creating this game was put together a set of 60 prompts that truly are extraordinary at recombining in new and surprising ways that are expansive and help break you open and help you break yourself open in the characters that you choose to inhabit here. Highly recommend it. So thank you, everyone. Do we want to do outro stuff with everybody?
Put down in the comments below if you defend your Queen.
Yeah. Would you defend this bitch? Come on, tell us. I want to know who Courtney was in love with.
Yeah, there's so much that is still left unanswered.
Was it the Eldritch Beast? Because I would be in love with Sarah's Eldritch Beast.
Hey, yeah, I mean,
I was a satyr, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, playing Pan over here.
I love it. How did it feel? Actually, so especially since we have a bit of time, we went a little shorter than expected. How this was everybody else's other than myself first time playing. How did it feel?
Oh, it was so fun. I love this. Yeah, this was not what I mean, like Danny said, none of us knew what character we were going to be because it was built within the game. So yeah, I did not expect to be a little mischievous, little almost nightmare sprite. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm cool with that, obviously, but that was a very fun turn to turn into. And yeah, the cards were reading us. Like Danny and Sarah and Bastion. Bastion, you were getting all the like, you're a sweet little boy. The Queen loves you.
She loved me.
The last time I played this, when I was preparing for this, I played a home game of it, and I was in Bridgerton while everybody else was in Succession. Right? Like it was just, I was like having an affair with the Queen, and it was just the cards kept like, it's funny how that happens table over table
I love the way that the nature of the Queen card and just the art of it really formulated everything that we did here. It really, because I'm just imagining, one of the other pieces of art that we saw and how very different the story would have been.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had filmed our session 0 because, guys, I think that's the first hour was us just going through and trying to figure out which of these badass queens we were going to be the retinue of. It was seriously difficult.
I mean, what I can say for sure is we had a whole bracket. Like, it was a very serious discussion of that, and let me see, I can probably,
I broke Sarah's heart. I really I think I might have tested our friendship
a little bit.
We'll put up a video, guys. We'll make one of those tier lists with the for the queens, and you can fight with us there about how wrong we are.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. Yeah, the brackets were intense, and when we got to even before we got to the final four, when we got to the final four and then the last two, it was brutal. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to play with all of them sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Courtney, how
There
was
were
this?
two that I wanted to play with them together. I wanted two queens. I wanted the cake and I wanted to eat it.
Yeah.
But
It was Are you okay with me mentioning which ones they were?
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
It was the Battle Queen and the Fallen Angel Queen. Are those two, and both of them made it pretty far down, like in the brackets, right?
Yeah.
The Fallen Angel Queen was actually in the top two. It was between Fallen Angel Queen and the Dream Queen in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, this is a very fun game, and I had zero expectations going into it. I would have to assume other prompts are more favorable to our queen. It feels like we got a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of the darker side of dreaming, I would say. But no, it's really fun.
We were gonna get to the nightmare, and she was just gonna be the queen.
Yeah, I mean, it felt
her face
like
was gonna turn around, and it was just her.
Yeah, two aspects of the same entity, right?
Terrifying.
Feels like it. I loved how coherent the surreality was that emerged at the table between all of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how coherent the complex portrait of this queen in fragments was, which I think is a lovely aspect of the game design. I don't know that I've experienced 100% of the prompts that are in the game in any of the times I've played it. I do think that there is a degree to which a lot of them are built to deliberately be challenging and lean toward the darkness that you were describing. In part because in the construction, not just of this kind of game, but of this specific game that gave birth to a whole subgenre of games under the sort of descended from the Queen, right, auspices, we're specifically talking about monarchy, and we're specifically talking about disproportionate, like asymmetrical relationships, right? Power dynamics. And I think it's very hard to talk about that kind of asymmetry without a bit of darkness tinging the whole conversation, right? Which is also fascinating to me. One of the reasons I love this game, it is a radically egalitarian and democratic game. There is no power asymmetry at this table. We're all making this together. We all matter just as much as each other. To the story, to each other, to the portrait of the Queen, even to how we each individually develop. We build on what each other brings to the table. I think that's a really cool thing to do in a game that centers a monarch, right? And it asks you if you're going to defend her when she's under attack. And you might, because that's the other side of this being so full of like, what was her cruelty? And that sort of question. It sets us up at the beginning. It doesn't give us a choice. We all love her. It says it in the rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
We may feel other things alongside that love that are contradictory to it, but she chose us to be the ones in her retinue because we love her. That's established as true. So what does it mean to love a person who has this kind of asymmetrical power relationship with each of us at all? And then what does it mean further in the context of these kinds of questions? I think that's really powerful.
It's also really pretty.
It's a very pretty game.
Well, the artist, so there's 25 in this, so it's a what we're playing is the like second edition release of it. There was an original release that was put out by a different publisher. The Darrington Press version, which is what exists on Roll20 and also here, if you want to see the box, right, is the physical version that's still available. You could probably get the first edition on resale. Features art from 25 different individual artists, one for each of the queen cards. You can actually choose a queen that is not one of the cards. The game allows for that, and one would argue past the game allowing for it, who's going to stop you at the table, right?
Yes.
If you want to do something else. But the game specifically makes a point of, hey, you don't have to use one of these, right? But yeah, the art is so evocative. The artists are so talented who put this together, and it's really startling how much the art shapes what you do at the table.
Fully. Yeah.
I mean, look at our makeup.
Next time, Sarah's the queen, and we're all going to defend her.
Oh, I mean,
talk about the various cruelties she's inflicted on us.
Hey,
but we'll
go
still
back
defend
and
her.
watch 5 campaigns of Hallie's Children. Let me just tell you about
Go
the clicker.
listen to Lantern Cove.
Go listen to Lantern Cove, where my characters, spoilers, killed themselves. So atrocities, but we love her.
We'll bring it back to dreaming a little bit. Kind of as the story progressed, because we all came to the table with no character in mind.
Right.
How, like, what did you sort of start figuring out about who this person in this retinue was? I'm most curious about Sarah. I have a headcanon up here, a monogon about Bastion and Danny, but I'm wondering if other people...
Yeah.
I hear the headcanon.
Yeah, and I want to know the headcanon.
Yeah.
I want to hear the headcanon. Tell us the headcanon.
Give Sarah time to think.
Courtney.
I think that Dream Bastion was the nightmare Danny lost.
I love that. I love that so much. I think that's beautiful.
And then as a dream that is carved, turned from nightmare to dream itself, how can you not love Dream? You were made in her image.
It also begs a really interesting question about determinism, right? Because is it even a choice in that moment, right? How can we know? And who am I to say also in asking that question that it's not a choice, right? I think that's really fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my image, my character image came directly from one card. The one was like when the last time the queen had hurt you, or what was that? I don't remember exactly what it was. But just the thought of what does the queen value? How have I transgressed against that? And it was just by trying to be something real. And so from that, it just sort of extrapolated back, oh, I'm something that's not real, and thus I am endlessly chaotic and powerful, and that's why the queen keeps me on a leash at all times, So that's just sort of...
I didn't know if you were going for this specifically, but I felt like in the direction that you were going, I was picking up some like Zeus and Aphrodite stuff, So I'm like, you were fully like the moment of your character's birth to the moment of their death, they're constantly controlled by the queen because they are of the queen, right?
Yeah.
Because they are like, the queen would be their progenitor or whatever would be considered in that situation. And as like, honestly, I started to wonder, like, are you a dream of the dream queen? Right. And imagine how powerful a dream of the dream queen would be. But what if the dream of the dream queen wanted to be free? Right. I mean, I think that's beautiful.
There's a movie about that. It's called Inception. There's just a spinning top that never stops.
I think for me, I wanted to like overcorrect in the other direction because everyone was taking like the pessimal interpretation of prompts. And there are a lot of like bad prompts to kick us off to start with. Like, how is your like queen like evil? You don't get to say anything except how evil and mean and terrible she is. And I was like, well, we can't all have only bad experiences with the queen. So what's like the most optimistic interpretation of any of the prompts that I get, and like trying to push in that direction.
I think that was a great choice. I love that. There was one question where I thought about going in the opposite direction, and I still feel torn. I mean, obviously, what we went with is works. But the pet name question, actually,
Yeah.
I thought about saying that they did appreciate it because I thought that there was something powerful about the push and pull. Even when I look at what I chose to wear, right? You got this little bunny here, the spider on my chest, and these little skull cap and stuff. But you got this like pink jacket. You know what I mean? You can't see it so much, but you got like a purple shirt underneath. I just feel like I've got elements. Even maybe I was thinking about doing something with these pieces of jewelry I put on myself. I was thinking partway through. I'm like, did she give me these? Are they supposed to cuff me? Are these holding back my power? Like I was trying to make decisions, not just because we decided to dress up, not just off of the cards, but also like, what am I discovering about what I chose to wear, completely not thinking about this, right? That could now feed into this. And in the pet name moment, I thought, whatever this pet name is, definitely on some level, the answer that I gave would be true, which is that I would find it patronizing and I would not like it. But I found myself at the same time wondering, is there a part of me that wants it? How much of me wants to be a part of the dream, right? What does it mean to be between these two worlds, to be living in this one, to have been shut out of that one that I am next to at all times, but never really a part of? And I don't think I'd fully established that part at that point. But yeah, that was one place that I thought of now, Bastion, when you mentioned the optimistic interpretations of the prompts, where I thought maybe not optimistic and not like subversive in a cutesy way, but where I was really, that was the only question that I really could have gone either way and said maybe, yeah, I do appreciate it. And if I did, I would have said, I yearn for it and I hate myself for that. Right. I think that could also be true alongside the other question I gave. I don't think they have to conflict.
Yeah. I think I was for the queen until I was asked why I was the favorite, why I thought I was the favorite, and why that worried me. Because then I was like, oh yeah, cruelty. Like I'm a bully. I'm like a jester. And what do jesters do? They poke fun at people that aren't the queen. Like and it's like so that's when I turned and I was like, oh no, I'm a survivalist.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, oh, so I saw a thing. It's like, oh, the queen is being attacked. I'm dipping. Let's go. Like, I'm gonna live. I don't care.
It is
like,
shifting. Yeah.
I love her, but
really...
bye.
But you love you more.
Listen, you gotta love yourself, guys. Truly, welcome to 2026. Love yourself more than a dream queen.
Putting your own
More than your queen
mask on first, right?
Yeah.
That is great, and I love that. I love the way that the prompts can unlock those kinds of changes for us, right? I will say that does make me think of Jester's privilege, and I think I wonder at, do you think that a part of the decision to back off into survivalism had to do with the temptation as a jester to speak truth to power and the concern that if you do, that cruelty would be yours?
Yeah. Yeah. And also because jesters see everything. So I saw the beautiful nymph whose smile never reached those shining eyes. And I saw the lost eldritch being, and I saw the blind devotion. So it's kind of like, oh, all these different facets. Too much power.
We never got around to some of the, I think there are some other prompts that would create, there were one or two that did this, that we got into, that would create more of like inter-character relationships that is not as much like a star pattern off of the queen. And because we didn't get to some of the other ones that I think are in there, I found myself wondering too, like, what do we think the relationships between our player characters were like before that moment?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, that brings me
Courtney.
back to also, I'm pretty sure that yours, Courtney, said that somebody else in the retinue you're in love with, right? You got that?
Yeah,
one?
I want to know who you're in love with.
I
Spill the tea. Like,
Yeah.
so
Aunt Sarah, right?
Jeez, Courtney.
the answer didn't happen when the prompt came.
Okay.
The answer came a little bit later when I realized this character wanted the freedom of something in between.
Hmm.
So I think she sees someone from the land of nightmare as something of more possibility.
Mm.
So I think she had, I don't even know if it would have been a romantic attraction. I think it's a love in the sense of there's an adventure there that she wants, like a covetous sort of love. Something like she would have felt before she was changed probably wouldn't have ever crossed her mind, but being taken and turned into something that she didn't ask for in the eyes of someone else. Like she just kind of wants to be that, the grotesqueness that was so abhorrent to the queen, she wants it back. And if she could be a nightmare, she would. So
I love that. I think that's super cool. And
Yeah.
and it is worth highlighting that like nothing says it has to be romantic love.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's just play it again, guys, but with the same queen and see what happens, guys.
Well, so I thought about doing that when I saw how like quickly we got to this card. I swear to you, I thought about doing that. I also thought we're in the dreaming / like nightmare plane. Like maybe this first time happens in a dream, and then the second time, and then we have
And then
more
we woke up.
questions. Well, I mean, more of
The
like
nightmare.
more of like a prophecy, right? Like being attacked. This is take one. Then we go through the rest of the prompts we haven't gone through yet, and then we find if we have the same answer.
That's funny.
Yeah, I do that a lot with these kinds of games, though. I find that like Oracle games, I mean, right? Specifically, or Oracle features in other games. I find I end up wanting to build architecture on top of the architecture, right? And see how that added layer of complexity adjusts the experience. And I don't know. I mean, part of it was because I got a little sad when it came up as early as it did, and I was like, oh,
I know. Hey
could've
guys,
hidden
yeah,
it from us.
put it at the bottom. They said don't put it at the bottom. Put it at the bottom. Like that.
at the bottom.
Keep
Well,
play
what's the worst
forever.
that could happen?
You could.
Play.
You just take it out of the deck and reshuffle the deck and start drawing again.
Hey, actually, I would like to put a pass card, an X card on the "Do you defend the queen?" because I'm not done playing yet.
Right, exactly.
hey, we can edit all of this out.
Just say.
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
All of this
Yeah.
goes in the blooper reel, folks.
welcome.
Nah, we already got our answers for Do You Defend Her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
No,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good.
good.
And I'm
I
not
think it
gonna
was like
lie, this won't be in it. I'm not gonna lie. An hour-long thing to edit sounds really nice.
Eli is so down.
Yeah, it's a great start to this too, and I think it's also probably good for like expectation setting for this season, because it's not all going to be this short. But like Sarah and I were talking about it before this starts, like Yaziba might be this short. Yaziba's an hour to an hour and a half per chapter, right? And Wanderhome doesn't have to be this short, but I think Wanderhome's usually like maybe 2 hours. So like it's these are going to be somewhat shorter episodes, not necessarily 10 Candles, and maybe not Hell of a Town.
We're just
But it's not bad.
we're making up for 10 Candles, which will be 8 hours.
Eternal.
Yeah, we're actually going to pull from the For the Queen deck in 8 candles or 10 candles and see what happens.
Well, so what we can do is your characters in 10 Candles can be playing for the queen.
Oh, yeah.
You guys ever
Oh,
played
man.
a Matryoshka doll of TTRPGs? Let's go.
I'll take it. It's a little
What's
bit like
for
what
the
they
queen?
do in
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
the egg? So what's the outside egg is 10 candles, and they're playing for the queen. What are the for the queen people playing? A D&D campaign
Well,
because
I was yeah. While the retinue is going wherever they're going, they're playing. They're actually playing Pathfinder Second Edition. They're playing the crap you could possibly play.
Yeah,
They're
It's
playing
the only game the queen will play.
It's the Yaziba crew. They're playing 10 Candles.
I love that.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
On a
I just wanna
rainy
be sad.
day, they're playing 10 candles.
They're not playing Pathfinder. They're playing D&D 3.5.
Yes.
That is Pathfinder. I mean,
Yeah.
With all the
No, that's
splat
true.
books and all the yeah, which is basically Pathfinder 1E.
It is,
right?
yeah. That's when they diverged.
Yeah. I love that. I love all of you. Thank
We're
you
nerds.
for playing this with me. Thank you for being the same kind of nerds. For great stories. I can't wait to get to play this again with all of you. I can't wait to get to play everything else in this season with most of you. Thank you so much, Courtney, for joining us for this first episode. We're really grateful for that. Super excited to play with you again when I can. And is there anything else you all would like to say to the audience other than I'm going to repeat again? Get in the Discord down below us. Make comments on For the Queen if you want to play For the Queen with us, even if it's not like on air. You just want to like hang out in the community. I could say, at least for my part, I don't want to volunteer anybody else. I'm down. This is a pick up and play game. I don't have to prepare anything, right? We could just do this anytime. So yeah, come hang out with these wonderful, lovely people who have been kind enough to open their online home to me since I joined last year, and now I don't want to leave. I'm the overstaying guest sleeping on the couch, and I couldn't be happier.
The good news is that you are the pet of us, the Dream Queen.
But I love the pet name. Yeah,
but you love the pet name.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny, for this first of 5 one-shots. We are thrilled. Yes, thank you, Courtney, for joining. Thank you for Courtney for putting in that much effort for an hour. We adore you forever. Courtney, middle name, commit to the bit. Get in the Discord. Join us on Fridays for Inferno. We only have 2 sessions left of actually this Friday. Join us for the second to last episode of Kanto 4, which you can see Danny as the serpent. So check that out. And just stick around Streaming Rainbow and see what we got going on. It's going to be a hell of a year. So we're very excited.
Well, that's a different game. We're going to be playing that in a couple of...
That's right.
We are.
I can't, guys, I'm stuck in hell. I can't stop saying it. Every time I say something like that, it's a pun, and I don't mean it to be. Courtney is still in the... Courtney's in podcasts. So, Courtney, how many more of those do you have going on? What do you got? The is that done? I don't know.
Silver Screams is still... Excuse me. Silver Screams is still running. I was hoarse from all the terror screams. Keeper Mav is a fantastic keeper. It's being the system that's being run is Trail of Cthulhu, which is a very fun and wildly less intimidating version. Not version. If you're like, I want to play Call of Cthulhu, but oh my god, that's a lot of numbers. Try Trail of Cthulhu. It's really nice. It's a based on the Gumshoe system. So the folks over at the Old Ways podcast are very creative and fun and wildly intelligent individuals that really like to scare your pants off. I apparently have a type in people that I adore.
The type that scare your pants off.
I think there's the time that this is releasing, there's probably a few episodes left. It is audio only, and it can be found through their social media, the Old Ways podcast, and it's a lot of fun. And that's other than other stuff that I'm doing here with my lovely, lovely friends at Streaming Rainbow. That's the only other thing that I'm in currently. We'll see if I branch out, but for the time being, that's where you can find me. You
can find her on a rock singing siren songs, sending men to their deaths.
That's the dream.
That is the dream.
That's the actual dream. That's what she was doing before the Dream Queen got her.
Yeah.
Bitch was killing men.
And actually, the Dream Queen had to change her face because she found her face too enchanting. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, you're not going to get me on that rock.
That's right.
Okay.
We have to always call out Courtney's amazingness because it makes her flustered, and it's very fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Wait,
Check
hold
out.
on, I have my embarrassment hat.
Go back and check out the VOD for the final season of Hallie's Children, which just concluded last week or 2 weeks ago. Sarah's magnum opus that broke our hearts in the best ways possible. After you finish that, go back another little bit and watch the entirety of Olympus, because fuck you, Bastion. That was so good.
What?
It was
It
good.
was a very positive story.
I
What do
know. Fuck you for
fuck
being.
me?
I said fuck you specifically for being talented. You're great. That's how I share my affection. Is I tell people to go fuck themselves. For
You
being
need to get
too
out of
talented.
hell.
I live down here. Yeah. Is there anything else anybody else needs to? We're streaming Rainbow, so we're all kind of here.
Yeah.
Danny, do you have any more 80 billion one shots that you're doing besides
I have
these?
a lot of. I do have a lot of stuff, but I don't think I'm allowed to talk about most of it yet. Just I follow me on socials. Come hang out, really, in the Discord in Streaming Rainbow, and you can talk to me directly there. And I put up the stuff I'm in there too, in the Discord. I will say for this season that we're doing here, next week is going to be Aziba's Bed and Breakfast. The week after that, we're doing Hell of a Town from Acheron Games. The week after that, we're going to be doing Wander Home, which, like Aziba's Bed and Breakfast, is from J Dragon, and other amazing collaborators. And then we're going to round it out with 10 Candles. So that is going to be this lovely, wonderful experiment of a campaign, let's call it, of a season that I've been entrusted with by the lovely people who are here in the room with me right now. Thank you very much again for giving me the opportunity to try that out together with y'all. I'm really excited to get to play all of this together, and I hope that you all watching will get to enjoy it all as you're watching it. If you have any questions about any of these games, if you want to play any of these games, if you want to talk to us about these games or suggest other games that you think that we should think about if we were to do this kind of format in the future, I'm going to say it another time, get in the Discord, and you can shoot us that information. You can share all of that with us. We'll be happy to hear it.
And if you find yourself watching this and realize that, hey, I kind of like to sit and talk about this game while I watch it, get in the Discord, because a lot of the times we're sitting here watching the show while it's airing. So, and we're always happy to talk. So please get in the Discord.
Yeah. All right.
Do it.
Well, with that, we love you all. Thank you very much. And we will see you next Tuesday.
Goodbye.
Bye.